Alright guys, we are here at the Tupelo birthplace, and as you may have seen before, this is either the car or a replica of the car they used to drive to their new home. This is the car they had. They drove a lot. Reflection on the window.
It was a different style, but it still had a big front to it. Really? Had a stick shift and column and everything, so.
I want to try to get every inside detail for you. Oh, and I've never actually, it's okay, I've never actually looked up these type of cars and what they look like on the inside, but that looks like a pull thing for a seat, if you guys know, on the front seat. Maybe to pull it back. Roll up windows. Look at the door handle. And then the seat, I imagine little Elvis would have been sitting in that seat right there, guys. Little Elvis would have been sitting in that seat. Now let's see if we can see the front. Oh, yep. Focus. Never actually looked up cars like this. See what they look like. There's a little with the radio dial tone. Push buttons. That's pretty neat. I want to go around on the other side. Oh, there's something in the way. Baby, wait. The dashboard. You can see. I want to turn my phone. See the push buttons? The radio dials. There's the keyhole. There's more down. There's more. There you go, to the side. Reflection gets in the way. So Miss Gladys and Vernon sit up front. Imagine Elvis drove it at times. No door handles. So you can't open it, I guess. Imagine little Elvis sitting. I don't know how long they would have had this car, but imagine little Elvis, he would sit in a car like this. I'm not sure if it's Replica. Okay, so now we're gonna look at that. So this is what I should have done. I didn't think yesterday to pull my selfie stick in when I was filming Patrick. So part of his head is missing at times, and most of the time I was focusing on what he was talking about instead of staring at him so you guys could see and focusing on the room. But I learned to pull my selfie stick all the way in this time so we get a better view. At Home with Elvis Presley by James Kinsley. Only 100 miles and a miracle separate Elvis Aaron Presley with one A from his 3-room birthplace in the security of his $1 million Memphis mansion, relaxing on a 20-foot sofa in his Graceland living room. Elvis summed up his fantastic career in one characteristically short sentence: "We have come a long way from Tupelo. It's a journey that experts said he'd never complete. Their judgment was pronounced in the mid-1950s when Elvis became a hip-slinging, sideburn overnight sensation. Clergyman denounced him for the pulpit parents. Continued on next page, which is also right here. Typical too are his references to before entering the army in the early days. It is evidence that he thinks a great deal about his phase of his life, glancing around his red draped living room, which cost more to furnish than his father used to make an entire year, he mused. Do you think that house in which he was born in Tupelo would fit in this room? We were broke, man, broke. I remember we left Tupelo overnight. Dad packed all our belongings in boxes and put them on the top and the trunk of the 1939 Plymouth. We just headed to Memphis. Things had to get better. At first, they got better slowly, with Elvis finishing school and working as a truck driver. He whiled away at his leisure pick at 298 good. He whiled away his leisure picking a $2.98 guitar and singing, often alone or to his parents and a few friends. June 11, 2003. Dear Dick Gooten, Mr. Dodge and yourself have asked me to research the model and year of the car that Presley owned and used to move from Tupelo to Memphis on November 6, 1948. So he used it November 6, 1948. There have been some discrepancies from source to source. It has been reported that it was the 1937 Plymouth, and it has been reported as a 1939 Plymouth as well. So 37 and 1939, if I'm saying it correctly, Plymouth. I have checked at Graceland Archives' collection of documents and could not find any documents as the vehicle that they owned at the time. There is an article that Peter Gronick quotes in his biography, Last Train to Memphis, that pertains to the move. We don't have in our collection, but it may be of use to your project. In this Memphis Commercial Appeal, Mid-South magazine dated March 7, 1965, Elvis is quoted as saying, "We were broke, man, broke, and we left Tupelo overnight. Dad packed all our belongings in boxes and put them in the trunk and on top of a 1939 Plymouth. We just headed for Memphis. Things had to be better." If you obtain a copy of this article from the Commercial Appeal, that could be your provenance. The statement comes from Elvis himself. I hope this information will be some help to you. Best regards, Levon Gall, Graceland Archives researcher. And the usual picture of Elvis on the couch. Elvis in front of the Tupelo home. Alright, you guys, so I guess we're supposed to go this way, so first I'm going to look at this Plymouth, the trunk, little trunk. You know, these old cars are so cool. So I suppose this is how the trunk would open from right here. Would be correctly. Just look how they looked. Look how these cars looked. So this is a 1930s car. Cameron, get off of that, Cameron. Off of it, I said. I said you weren't doing that here. Get off. Okay, so shot of the car. We will be back for all that. Welcome center and tickets. Your birthplace experience starts here. Overview of the map. Start your tour here. Walk of Life. Mr. Historic Site. Elvis Presley's birthplace. Grandpa. Elvis at the 13th statue. All this. Okay, these are all these places that you can go to.